Hello everyone. This is the second part of the topic, the Cauchy problem for the non-homogeneous wave equation. In this lecture, we will derive an explicit formula for the solution of the Cauchy problem for non-homogeneous wave equation. Consider the Cauchy problem for non-homogeneous wave equation. Utt minus c square into uxx equal to f of x comma t for minus infinity less than x less than infinity t greater than 0 u of x0 equal to f of x and ut x0 equal to g of x for minus infinity less than x less than infinity. Number that's 1 and set 2. Here we are going to prove the existence of uh, a solution for this non-homogeneous Cauchy problem. That is, here we are trying to derive an explicit formula for the solution of this non-homogeneous Cauchy problem. Okay. So for this, first of all, we have to recall a Green's theorem or Green's formula. Okay. So for that purpose, recall uh, Green's formula or Green's theorem for a pair of functions p of x comma t and q of x comma t in a planar domain omega with a piecewise smooth boundary gamma. Okay, we know that Green's formula or Green's theorem is for a pair of two functions p of xt and q of xt in a planar domain uh, omega with a piecewise smooth boundary gamma. That means Green's theorem in plane. Okay, you already know that. Let this be the omega with the boundary gamma, and we have by Green's theorem we have or Green's formula we have double integral over omega qx minus pt, where p and q are functions of x and t. Qx minus pt dx dt is equal to integral over gamma p dx plus q dt. P dx plus q dt. We have already know this Green's formula or Green's theorem. Okay, where omega is this domain and gamma is the smooth boundary of this domain omega. Okay, so now suppose we are trying to find an explicit formula for the solution of this uh, non-homogeneous Cauchy problem. So let u of xt be the solution. Let u of xt be a solution of the Cauchy problem 1 comma 2. Okay, now first we are trying to integrate this equation number 1 over a characteristic triangle delta with a fixed upper vector x naught t naught. Okay, that means suppose we have this is the t axis and this is the x axis. So we have suppose we already discussed that. Let this point be x naught t naught. This is x axis and this is t axis. Consider a fixed point x naught t naught, and so this is x naught and this will be x naught plus some t naught, x naught plus c t naught, and this point will be x naught minus c t naught. So this will be the characteristic x plus ct equal to x naught plus ct naught, and this characteristic, this is the characteristic x minus ct equal to x naught minus ct naught. Okay, so let this point be x naught t naught. Now this is, we know this is the characteristic triangle. So we can name this base as b, this as r, and this r as l. So b, r and l constitute this characteristic triangle. Okay, so uh, consider the point or fixed point x naught comma t naught and the corresponding characteristic triangle. Corresponding characteristic triangle delta. Okay, let this be characteristic triangle delta. So delta means the region or the domain, this that as the triangle. So now integrating equation number one. So we are going to apply this Green's formula. So we are integrating this equation number one. That means the our wave equation, the non-homogeneous wave equation, over a characteristic triangle, over this characteristic triangle. Okay. So integrating equation number one over this characteristic triangle delta. Okay, so the three edges of this triangle are the base b and the right edges r and left edge l. Okay, that is these edges are constitute the triangle delta. Okay, so we have before integrating this, we can rewrite this equation number one as equation number one is nothing but utt minus e square and uxx equal to f of x comma t. So this can be written as minus f of x comma t is equal to c square and uxx minus utt. Okay, so minus f of x comma t equal to c square into uxx minus utt. We can rewrite this equation number one as this. Now we are integrating this equation over delta. That means we have, on integration we get minus double integral over delta, triangle delta, f of xt dx dt is nothing but integral over delta c square uxx minus utt dx dt. Now we can use our Green's function or Green's formula. We have Green's formula is nothing but uh, integral over omega qx minus pt dx dt equal to uh, contour integral over gamma p dx plus q dt. Okay, where gamma is the boundary of this domain omega. Okay, so here we have double integral of the integral over this delta c square uxx minus utt dx dt. So we can replace or put c square uxx in the this uh, Green's formula. We can replace q as or q by ux, c square ux and p by ut. Okay, so we'll have this, that is putting or replacing uh, q is equal to c square ux and p equal to ut in Green's formula. In Green's formula we have, this is qx minus pt. So qx is nothing but c square uxx and pt is nothing but utt. So that is will be this. Okay, we have this implies, this equation implies minus integral delta f of x comma t dx dt is nothing but integral over gamma, where gamma is the boundary of this delta. That means boundary means this b, r and l. Okay, so over gamma we have, this is actually we have, this is p dx plus q dt. Here is p is our ut now, so p dx plus q dt. So P is plus c square into ux dt. Okay, so this is by Green's function or Green's theorem or Green's formula. So this can be written as integral over gamma means gamma is nothing but B, R and L constitute gamma. So this is gamma is the boundary of this delta. So gamma this integral can be written as integral gamma can be written as integral over B, integral over R plus integral over L. Okay, so we can write this as integral over B plus integral over R plus integral over L of this ut dx plus c square ux dt. So we have to integrate along B and along R along L, and then we have to add this. Okay, so this is nothing but, so we have to find this. So number it as 3. Okay, so now this is our integral this. Okay, now on the base B, on the base B we have the base B is nothing but straight line connecting x naught minus ct. This point is actually this is x equal to this, so this point is x naught minus ct naught comma 0, t equal to 0 here, and this point is actually x naught plus ct naught comma 0, the t coordinate is 0. Okay, so B is the straight line connecting these 2 points. Okay, so that means on B or along B we have t equal to 0. Okay, so on the base B we have t equal to 0, therefore dt is also 0, so we can write this as this term as 0. So integral B will be integral over B ut dx, this ut dx plus c square into ux dt is nothing but this is integral. It will be along x axis only, so x varies from x naught minus c t naught, x varies from t equals 0 and x varies from x naught minus c t naught to x naught plus c t naught by the line integral. So x naught minus c t naught to x naught plus c t naught ut dx. Okay, ut means actually at the point t equals 0 on the base B we have ut of xt, so but t equals 0 here, so ut of x comma 0 dx, and this term will be 0 because dt equals 0. So this is nothing but actually we know ut x0 is given by our condition, it is g of x, ut x0 is g of x, so we have this is nothing but integral from x naught minus ct naught to x naught plus ct naught g of x dx, g of x dx. This is on the base B. Now we have to find these two integrals. So now on the right edge R, on the right edge R, now we know on the right edge R, this is the right edge R means a part of the characteristic x minus x plus ct equal to x plus ct naught. Okay, so on the right edge R we have x plus ct equal to x plus ct naught, we have x plus ct equal to x naught plus ct naught, where x naught plus ct naught is a constant, therefore dx plus c dt is equal to 0. From this we have dx is equal to minus c dt. Okay, so we have our integral over r ut dx was that this ut dx plus c square ux dt plus c square into ux dt, it is nothing but integral over r ut is nothing but ut, yeah, ut dx is equal to minus c dt, so we have here minus c dt plus c square into ux into here any problem actually dx is equal to minus c dt. Okay, c square into ux dt. Okay, and dt can be written as from this we have dx by minus c. Okay, So here we replace dx by minus c dt and replace dt by dx by minus c. So this is nothing but taking c outside. Here is c square by c, that is c, and here also c. So taking c minus c outside, we will have minus c into integral over r ut dt plus ux dx, taking minus c outside. Okay, so this is nothing but we have this is equal to minus c into integral over r. This is the total derivative du. Du equal to uh, ut dt plus ux dx. Right. So we have this. Now integrating this, we'll get actually over r means we have r is actually starting from this x naught plus c t naught comma 0 to this is actually this is point is actually x naught plus c t naught comma 0, and this point is x naught comma c naught. So on the positive direction we are starting from right this to this. So x naught plus c t naught comma 0 to x naught comma 0. So we have here we are on integration we will get the value will be u. So minus c u from u equal to u of x naught plus c t naught comma 0 to u of x naught comma t naught. Okay, this is the counterclockwise direction or positive direction. X naught plus c t naught comma, this is actually comma 0, this point is also comma 0, this point. Okay, so this to this we are integrating this to this, or this man I mean we are converted this to du. So our integral will be u with respect to integral will be u, and the value will be this. So this is nothing but minus c into u of x naught comma t naught minus u of x naught plus c t naught comma 0. Okay, so this is the integral on below along r, but we have this value of this is we have the first condition u of x0 equal to f of x. This is the first initial condition. So the value of this will be what? This is minus c into u of x naught comma t naught minus this is f of x naught plus c t naught. Okay, so this is the second integral or integral over r ut dx plus c square ux dt. Okay, that is on the right edge r. Now in a similar way we have to find the integral on the left edge or along the left edge L. Okay, we know along the left edge we have what? This is x naught. This is a line. L is actually is a line connecting x naught t naught to x naught t naught and x naught minus c t naught comma 0. So here we have this is the line is actually x minus ct equal to x naught minus ct naught. This is the characteristic. So we have along r we have x minus ct is equal to x naught minus ct naught, right? So we have uh, x minus ct equal to x naught minus ct naught. uh, so differentiating we get dx minus c dt is equal to 0. So from this we get dx is equal to c dt. Okay, therefore integral over L ut dx minus plus c square into ux dt plus c square into ux dt is equal to integral over L ut dx is c dt plus c square into ux dt equal to dx by c. Okay, so dividing c and taking c outside we get c into integral over L ut dt plus ux dx. This is also nothing but du. Okay, so this is equal to c into integral over L du. So as in the previous case we have the value will be this is on the direction, this is value u from and the limit will be u at the point. Okay, the limit of this is nothing but a u at the point x naught t naught to x naught minus c t naught comma 0. So we have this is c into u from u of x naught comma t naught to u of x naught minus c t naught comma 0. So we have the value is nothing but u c into u of, applying the limits, we have u of x naught minus c t naught comma 0 minus u of x naught comma t naught. Okay, but we know the amplitude at the point t equals 0 is nothing but f of x naught minus c t naught. Okay, minus u of x naught comma t naught. So this will be the integral over L. Okay, so adding these will get the integral in equation number 3. This is our required integral. So equation number 3 implies this integral is equal to the addition of these three integrals. Okay, so we have equation number 3 implies, therefore equation number 3 can be written as minus double integral over delta f of x comma t dx dt is equal to the first integral over b, that is we already obtained that integral over b is this integral x naught minus c t naught g of x dx. Okay, so we have, this is nothing but integral over x naught minus c t naught to x naught plus c t naught g of x dx. This is integral over b. Now integral over c, integral over r and l we have to add. So we have to add this and this. Okay, so we have we can take c outside. So taking c outside, we will have this plus c into, here is f of x minus c t naught and minus u of x naught t naught, and here we have plus f of x naught plus c t naught and minus u of x naught t naught. So we have this f of x naught plus c t naught plus f of x naught minus c t naught plus, taking outside, plus or minus 2 into u of x naught comma t naught, u of x naught comma t naught. So from this, our aim is to find the value of u. So from this we can write 2c u of x naught t naught is equal to 2c into u of x naught t naught is equal to, so taking this to left hand side, we will have c into, or c into f of x naught plus c t naught plus f of x naught minus c t naught, and here we will have integral x naught minus c t naught to x naught plus c t naught g of x dx, and this plus integral over delta f of x comma t dx dt. So solving for u of x comma x naught t naught, we have from this u of x naught t naught is nothing but 1 by 2c into this. Okay, so we have 1 by 2 into f of x naught plus c t naught plus f of x naught minus c t naught plus 1 by 2c into integral x naught minus c t naught to x naught plus c t naught g of x dx plus 1 by 2c into double integral over delta f of x comma t dx dt. So this is the explicit formula for finding the value of u at the point x naught comma t naught. Okay, so an explicit formula of u at any point or at any arbitrary point x comma t is also given by, therefore an explicit formula for the solution u at an arbitrary point x comma t is, we can write u of x comma t is nothing but 1 by 2 into, this is actually, this is valid for any point x comma x naught comma t naught. So we can write at any point or at any arbitrary point x comma xt, we have u of xt is nothing but 1 by 2 into f of x plus ct plus f of x minus ct plus 1 by 2c into integral x minus ct to x plus ct g of s ds plus 1 by 2c into integral double integral over delta f of x comma t dx d. Okay, we can replace this x and t because this is with respect to t. So f of zeta tau d zeta d tau. Okay, this formula is also called D'Alembert's formula. Okay, as in the case of homogeneous Cauchy problem. Here we have the homogeneous, non-homogeneous Cauchy problem, but this formula is also called non D'Alembert's formula. Okay, it's also called D'Alembert's formula. Okay. Now, actually, if we have a remark uh, here, this D'Alembert's formula is actually for non-homogeneous Cauchy problem of wave for wave equation, right? So if our f equals 0, if our f equals 0, we have capital F equals 0, then we have the formula for D'Alembert's formula for the homogeneous case actually. Okay, so because if f equals 0 in the problem, we have the problem is this: if f equals capital F equals 0, then this equation is nothing but the homogeneous wave equation. So also in that case we will obtain the D'Alembert's formula we already derived for the non for the homogeneous case. If f equals 0, it will be 0. So we have u equal to 1 by 2 into f of x plus ct plus f of x minus ct plus 1 by 2c into integral x minus ct to x plus ct g of s ds only if f equal to 0. Okay, so we can write as a remark. First remark: if capital F equals 0, the two D'Alembert's formula coincide. Okay, this D'Alembert's formula and our previous D'Alembert's formula coincide. So this formula is coincide with the D'Alembert's formula for the homogeneous case. For the homogeneous wave equation, Cauchy problem of the homogeneous wave equation. Okay, and the second remark we can write here also the value of u at a point x naught t naught. Here also we have the value of u at the point x naught t naught is this. Okay, that means it is also determined by the values of the given data on the initial or all the initial characteristics or characteristic triangle. Okay, so whose upper vertex is x naught t naught. Okay, as in the case of homogeneous Cauchy problem, here also the value of u at a point x naught t naught is determined by the values of the given data on the characteristic triangle whose upper vertex is the point x naught t naught. That means we have derived the value of u at the point x naught t naught only by using the data uh, on the characteristic triangle. Okay, that is to find the value of u at the point x naught t naught, we have used only the value or data on the characteristic triangle. Okay, so that means the value of u at the point x naught t naught is determined by the values of the given data on the the characteristic triangle with the upper vertex is the point x naught t naught. So this is the domain of dependence for the non-homogeneous Cauchy problem. Okay. This is the domain of dependence for the non-homogeneous Cauchy problem for wave equation. Now it remains to prove that the function u uh, defined by this is a solution of the Cauchy problem. So we can discuss it in the next lecture. Thank you.